Today's topic is very simple. The conversation we're having is how VeryDarkman won Mr. Femi Falana. And this conversation we're about to have, please, any Nigerians who can analyze, who can think properly, I would like you to comment on the comment section of this video and tell me if you agree with me based off the analysis I want to give about VeryDarkman and Femi Falana, who sued VeryDarkman for 500 million. All your comments and opinions are highly welcome. And here I would be explaining why Femi Falana and his entire family lost the battle or lost the war against VeryDarkman. And let us look at it from this way. You might win the battle, but you might lose the war. Femi Falana lost. And here are my reasons. One of the things I was scared of, and I think most Nigerians were concerned, for those of us who know a little bit about defamation and we know, okay, there can be criminal charges and the rest of it. One of the fear is that VDM has become an asset to Nigeria and is helping a lot of Nigerians based off what we can see at the moment. And people need him right now. And Femi Falana himself represented such a thing because he was a lawyer to Fela Anikulapo Kuti. In fact, Femi Falana is only as popular as he is basically because of he was the one handling case for Fela Anikulapo Kuti. And what did Fela Anikulapo Kuti stood for? Fela stood for the truth. Fela stood as an activist. Fela stood as people, as a person to liberate through his music and through many other means. Now, when Femi Falana came up, he made a claim, he said, I would have tell VeryDarkman to go to prison. And I was looking at it like, if VeryDarkman go to prison, number one, it's going to kill the spirit of him fighting for the people. And then it's going to affect him psychologically. And then a lot of people who is actually helping or who put their hope on him will be disappointed, as we Nigerians currently at this particular stage are facing a lot of economical challenges, financial challenges, mental, psychological challenges, where a lot of people have been defrauded. And sometimes the law enforcement would not do anything about it. The EFCC, everybody knows how corrupt they can be. And even in fact, all the whole law in Nigeria, we know how they can all be. So one way, if Femi Falana claims that he is also an activist helping Nigerians, shouldn't he be considering the fact that he requesting 500 million, knowing VDM was helping Nigerians while he called himself also maybe an activist? If you're an activist and you find a guy, a younger version of yourself who is an activist, who is looking up to somebody like Baba Fela, and you, Femi Falana, rather than you to encourage him and give him a serious warning, you proceeded to persecute him. Now, that is like you have tarnished your own image, knowing that just because this person is an activist and ignorant of the law and he made a mistake, you have taken that as an opportunity to also counter an activist that is very young, is not even the mate of your son, and yet you proceeded to persecute somebody who is doing more activism than your son. Fouls the bad guy. Another question to ask Femi Falana: inside all the old thing you know about the judicial system, about the constitution of Nigeria, why do you pay attention so much to money when you decided you want to go after VeryDarkman, knowing fully well this guy is also an activist and he considers you, and many other people have always considered you as a legend? Do you think that these particular steps that you have taken against VeryDarkman, do you think the world will still see you as a legend? Do you think this moment will be taken off from history, your history? And how you got upset and you could not control it, just a moment of obsession. This is how Moses did not get to the promised land. Though. Take the stick and touch the rock. You go, they knock the rock. You don't commit offense because it doesn't matter what the rock is cooking. You have just cooked garbage, sir. Now, the place you also make another mistake is when you said VDM should take down the video. Now, that is to show your weaknesses. When you ask for 500 million, Fine. And then you ask VDM to take down a video when VDM is not in national television. And I wanted you to know that many TV stations such as TVC channels and countless of YouTubers have taken those videos and have shared it, have discussed about it. So even if VDM deletes the video from his own platform, how is that video not going to surface? Any single time you go on Google now and you type Femi Falana, everything about your name is still going to pop up. So you requesting that he should delete it shows that, number one, the information is out. What is the purpose of him deleting it when it's still going to be in the public's eyes? If you have handled the moment more with maturity and elderly mindset, this might not be considered that way. But for you to say, let them delete it, now you know we already have it. In my opinion, I was thinking Femi Falana would take down VDM's channel. Maybe what Femi Falana could have done, maybe it would have looked like he's a legend, was to have said, oh, we are going to take the channel of VeryDarkman. We would take all his channels and let all his channels be taken down. Let the judicial system give you. And I'm not advocating for it. I'm saying perhaps you really have an intention to deal with him. But obviously, you shows that it is, if you can't penalize him, at least you can make money from him, knowing fully well that he has a plan for the Nigerians who are in public school when he's talked about the good things he wants to do for them. Then in another thing where Femi Falana got it wrong is that Femi Falana actually insulted the judicial system in Nigeria by exposing their corrupt and proving every Nigerian right that we are absolutely right, knowing that our judicial system is corrupt. And here is the reasons. It took a lot for maybe the river and all these cases that a lot of people have in court that has not been resolved. Big cases that has not been resolved because you tend to be a senior advocate of Nigeria. So the court begins to help you to pursue your own case very fast, ignoring other cases and delaying other cases. And when you just started the case with VDM, you don't already win 500 million. Now, that actually shows that the judicial system is about familiar, is about cultism. That is what you have proved to us, Mr. Femi Falana, which when they talk about the judicial system in Nigeria, it looks like you are one of the backbone. Right now, the back has been broken. The spine does not exist anymore. In my own eyes, lastly, where Femi Falana actually got everything messed up and wrong, after you are done asking VDM for 500 million, now you ask Bobrisky for a 12-hour apology. And what would happen if Bobrisky did not give you the apology that is suitable to you? Now you still sue that person all because you want to make money. Now you have proved a lot of people right that have always said the Femi Falana used to do this, that to make money. And to me, that does not say good reputation about you, sir. First, I'm sorry, but Femi Falana's messed up. You might think you've won the battle, but you lost the war. Because now, everybody has seen the true color of the Femi Falana. And this was something that I was thinking as an elder, you might be able to think about it and find a way to walk around it. But just because you want to prove yourself as a son, you prove yourself as a corrupt leader. So I'm sorry if anything I've said. I'm apologizing if anything I've said is offensive. Before you decide to say, retract your statement, blah, 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 I have already said, I'm sorry, sir. Well, you might say, some people will say, hey, we did everything legally. There's what we call legal criminalization. And I've experienced it firsthand. And so you prove it, that some people can be an oppressor. Are you an oppressor, Mr. Femi Falana? First, the bad guy. Are you guys an oppressor? Are you leading the youth right? Are you leading everyone right? Because initially I was on your side. I was supporting and I was telling VDM to apologize. The only thing is, I know the EFCC may sue him also, but you guys shouldn't have, regardless of how painful it was. There are certain things that if you had let go, it will change certain narration about everybody, the way they perceive you. But right now, Nigerians know how to see you, and maybe they see you for truly what you are. With that being said, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, subscribe, like, and share. For those of you who have good comments to see about this, tell me if I'm wrong about my analysis and prove me wrong. I would appreciate every comment that comes. All right. Subscribe, like, and share. Hope to see you in the next one. Adios, amigos. Bye-bye for now.
When you are revolutionary and you talk the truth, people will come and slap you down. Then you talk the truth again, they'll lock you in jail. Them never hear anything at all. Then go hear pansa pansa. When you are revolutionary and you talk the truth, people will come and slap you down. Then you talk the truth again, they'll lock you in jail. Them never hear anything at all. Then go hear pansa pansa.